published by 9.9 Media. We have gathered here today at Taiwan International Brands Forum, Excellent Lifestyles, to learn more about how Taiwanese brands are partnering with Indian companies and creating excellent lifestyles for consumers. To my right is Mr. Gary Yang, Managing Director of D-Link India, Mr. Alex Wong, he is the System Business Group General Manager at ASUS, and we have Mr. Varun Singh to my far right, he is Senior Marcom Manager from BenQ India. So I would like to begin the discussion with Gary. D-Link is a pretty well-known name in India, especially in the networking space, and you have been around for so many years. So what are some of the things that you have done to make your brand name known in the channel community and to make a difference to consumers?
So in fact, when we start making networking products, it's very early, only in year 1986. So at that time, only a few US companies are making the networking solutions. So we start from there. We do the branding business along with the OEM business. Our focus is very clear. We focus on branding business. So this in terms of the business-wise. So of course, you want to make it successful. Once you need to have very good products. So didn't invest on the R&D side. About 25% of our margin every year we invest to R&D. So we have good solutions. So like how we develop the channels is in the beginning we find the proper distributors in different countries. Then we grow for a few years. So we'll hit some bottleneck over there. Then we have to think about the local presence. So we start to establish our branch office. Okay. So like India, we have a distributor from like year maybe since 1989. So up to 1995, we start to have our own companies by joint venture. So we have our team here to provide a service, so we can go deeper. So so the localization is a key. Okay? So you know, this is very famous on the consumer side. So when we are moving to the business segment, the service becomes very important. You want to provide good service, we need to have the local team to support the partners. And from here, after we have the localized, so about 3 years ago, from year 2006 to 2007, we start to look for the globalization because we are very strong in different countries. Right. So in some countries, maybe we are not so strong yet. So we use the experience we have in countries like Russia, like India, and like America, Europe, to duplicate the models in the other countries. So probably this is the model.
So if I may slightly rephrase, you had an early start and used that time to build R&D to grow the support system and gradually take it forward, and now you're set to take it global. Okay, Alex, coming to you. ASUS has been primarily known as a motherboard or component-oriented company, at least some time back until you launched the EPC and a lot of other consumer products. So how did you kind of transition from the component and motherboard only kind of company to the consumer lifestyle company and a more broad-based company that you see yourself today?
For the transition, we have two parts, I can say. One part is internal, related to the design and innovation, because since we were motherboard VGA-oriented company, so in R&D part, no doubt that is our advantage. But based on this, we also integrate the other key component. That's why in VGA and the other ODD, we start to integrate all different part of the component. In the end, it can be a complete system. So that is why ASUS leverage this kind of the wide product portfolio component and also the R&D capacity inside. But in business side, with the motherboard or VGA channel partners. So gradually we already built the solid base. And then it helps us to, when we want to really go to the consumer product like notebook or EPC. We already have partner right there. It just takes some education time to let them know what is the ASUS benefit or the unique selling point compared to the other current vendors. So I think these two parts are the main big force for this transition.
So what did you find? You mentioned about key points from the learning from the consumers. So what were the things that you found?
I think from the consumer, the most important thing is, as a vendor, we are going to talk to the consumer. We cannot just build and hide. After sales, service becomes a very critical part, because since we are going to be a consumer brand, we cannot just hide and without learning or hearing any complaints about consumer.
So Varun, you have been with BenQ for some time, and you have been in Taiwan also. So BenQ has been recently very active in LCDs and projectors, and you also shared your plans how you want to kind of encompass the entire space of computing. So with such a wide portfolio, how do you go about building your positioning in the Indian market? What are the kind of things that you are currently doing?
I like to start it with how we want to position ourselves. BenQ's endeavor is actually to position itself as a world's top network digital lifestyle products provider. That's where our inherent strength lies, with display technologies, with projection technologies, which are the backbone or the core of the company right now. So more and more emphasis is on bringing the right technology at the right time to the Indian consumers, to the market, such that the channel partners also enjoy selling that product. Now what happens is that if you bring a product which has been introduced into the Indian market in the world market or Indian market for some time, the channel partner says that it's a Me Too product. Again, a difficult proposition to sell to the end consumer. But when the product is launched along with the global launch, and which is among, you can say that in terms of technology innovations which are brought to the consumers, to the channel partners, they relish selling that. Coming to the consumer point of view, consumers are on a constant search in terms for a product which is matching their value proposition. Indian consumers have evolved very greatly. That's what BenQ's target is, that to further segmentize the right set of consumers in terms of whether it is monitor, whether it is projector, or whether in the future bringing the TV technology to the Indian market, or whether to bring the camcorder technology or digital camera technology to the Indian market. That means to match the product ideally with the right set of consumer requirements.